This week, we start with some sad news. Anderson 444 Santos passed away on February 6, 2021 due to COVID-19. You may not know him, but he last played for Pain Gaming. Pain Gaming tweeted their condolences. Today we lost Bob to COVID-19. We will be forever grateful that you helped us build another chapter of our history in Dota. You are an incredible person, and the longing that remains is immeasurable. The first major of the season has been announced, and PGL will be partnering with One Esports in Singapore to host the event. The long-awaited return to LAN competition is finally here, and we have the dates too. The LAN event in Singapore will take place on March 27th to April 4th. The top 18 teams from 6 DPC regions will gather in Singapore to fight for 500,000 USD. Here's how teams will come together. 4 teams from Europe and China, 3 from Southeast Asia and CIS region, and then 2 teams from North America and 2 teams from South America. In the press release, PGL said, PGL is honored to present the first major of Winter 21 DPC, which will occur in one of the safest places possible, Singapore. According to the most recent daily reports from Google, Singapore averages about 25 cases a day. Of course, with the Lunar New Year coming up, the numbers can change, and it can decrease since the major is in March. It was bound to happen again. Evil Geniuses has now officially released Ramzes Kushnarev from their Dota 2 roster. Last time he was moved onto the inactive roster. In the tweet, EG wrote, "Today we say goodbye to Ramzes. We want to thank Rowan for his time and contribution as a member of our EG Dota 2 roster. It's kind of unfortunate timing for COVID-19 to hit a very promising EG roster. It will become one of those what-if moments down the years in Dota 2. Lee Forev Sandong announced on Twitter he's taking a break from this season of the DPC. His team Hoyo did qualify for the lower division. Forev in his tweet said he needs to step away from Dota to focus on his business, which has taken a hit from COVID-19, and he said he also needs to focus on himself. It's been a long time coming for Dota 2. Valve will release a version of Steam for China that will replace the Perfect World client. This could potentially be a great thing as it stands. Players aren't able to find Chinese pro players in the Watch tab, and with the new client, it may be possible. If you're interested, I'll link the FAQ, which is in Chinese, in the description for you to connect to it. It all begins on February 9, 2021, which is probably around the time this video goes up. Over in the DPC for Week 3, China's 2 Titan finally met against each other, Elephant vs PSG LGD. It was a grudge match between the two, and it took a few misplays from LGD to lose out the series against Elephant.
Innocence, man, hitting a crucial Ice Blast on Troll, who was ulted by Oracle.
There's the blink as well as the sun. They're going after Eurus. Eurus taking a lot of damage. Now they got the false promises as well as the BKB being used. They use the Abyssal Blade on a Faithion. He's trying to jump away. Now they go after this Tide Hunter, who is in a lot of trouble. The Nullifier thrown on a Faithion as well as the damage to get the kill. But he's forgetting that he has that little bit of life left in him thanks to the Ags coming out from the Wraith King. The blink forward coming out from Ame. And now the Anchor Smash. Faithion finally going to drop. They'll go after Eurus. Ice Blast coming in. Still surviving. Soulbind as well as the double Hex. They've got the Nullifier on both these heroes. They get the first fight out of the hands of Ame. They'll take out, nothing to say, he already bought back in this fight with the BKB being caught by Santos.
Be careful.
Jingyu coming in, Eurus in trouble, he's gonna drop, potentially low, no, survives! He survives! And they will get the kill on a nothing to say. They'll look over at Ame, they'll get the kill on an Innocence, who will survive a little bit longer, but the buyback's been used by Ame, so it's him and Jingyu against the world. First promise will save Yang. Whoa,
if there was
2v5.
one more tick on that Troll, I think he would shatter from the Ice Blast, but managed to use the Satanic, get back to full HP, and yeah, 5 versus 2, not good chances.
Ame goes in, Nullifier put on him. Look at the damage just coming in. They'll get the first life out of his hands, and there's not much that Jingyu can do. They're all lining up for something, but they've got the lasso onto Ame as well as the second death. He'll only survive for a little bit longer. The Soulbind's there. They'll get the kill on his Jingyu. He'll survive a little bit longer again thanks to that Ags. But LGD, they've lost everybody, and Elephant now beat LGD, and it...
Here are your standings for China for Week 3's upper division. Team Master is surprising everyone with their continued success, sitting on top with a 3-0 record. They defeated LGD and Elephant. In second is Invictus Gaming, who's also turning many heads with their own 3-0 start. Here are your lower division standings for China. Spark Arrow Gaming continues to lead the lower division with a 3-0 start, while RNG and CDEC is gaining ground. However, both lost to SAG. Here are the standings for Southeast Asia for the upper division. Neon Esports continues their winning ways and sit on top of everyone with a 4-0 record. TNC Predator are up to the 3rd spot now. Here's your SEA lower division. Omega Esports are also on top of a 4-0 start. Signal Ultra and Army Geniuses follow them in 2nd and 3rd. Over in Europe, 100 Esports finally strike back and get themselves a win on the standings by defeating Team Liquid.
And with the damage of Skeeter and his Rapier, they're just looking to close it. Quakefa and Insania, they've got some insane work to do if they want to try and hold this game and turn it around. I don't think they're going to be able to. Insania split off to the side, he'll get the false promise off, but he's dead, he's gone. Quakefa taken out as well, inevitably by the remainders of Tundra. As Quakefa will buy back, but that is it. Tiger's up in a few seconds. But Tundra, they're closing it up. 9 over to the left. They're trying their best to push them away off the objectives, but they cannot do it. The king is...
Here's your standing for the upper division. Team Secret continues another dominant week by defeating Team Nigma and Team Liquid. Team Nigma suddenly find themselves out of the top 4, and High Coast Esports sit at the bottom, still looking for the first series win. Here's your lower division standings. Hellbear Smashers continue to sit on top, while teams below them are battling for the 2nd seed. Hippomaniacs are at the bottom, looking for the first win in the DPC season. In the CIS region, we got a glimpse of the ever-growing potential of the new Virtus Pro squad. They ended the series against Team Unique with a double rampage.
Whatever core wants to poke their head up into the high ground to have this confidence.
Right. He just strolls on up to the high ground with a finger. Down goes Palantimos. He does have buyback if he would like to go in, but he seems to be holding on to it for the time being. Nightfall and DPK chonking away here. Pikachu. Oh, look at that damage. It doesn't matter. He has a BKB over on the back line. So there it is. There's that Ravage that we were talking about. The buyback did come out from Palantimos, but already Slayer's dead. GPK does get taken down, though, while all this is going on. Nightfall finds the opening, gets a kill on Bignum. Palantimos now running for his life as Nightfall's just chasing them through the base. And it's not looking like this Nature's Prophet is going to survive. It's not looking super great now. It's a rampage now coming out for Nightfall, and the G's get dropped.
Oh, that was double rampage. Oh, that was just...
Here are your standings for Week 3 for the upper division. Virtus Pro and Navi continues to battle for the top spot. Both are 4-0, and it will be a battle of titans when they eventually meet. Here are your lower division standings. Windstrike team stays on top, but Hellraisers and PuckChamp flip spots this week. In North America, Undying finally fought a strong foe this week, and their opponent was Evil Geniuses. Unfortunately, Undying was no match for EG and got swept 2-0.
He's going to run at Saberlight, who's been silenced up now, doesn't have a good answer to this. The Psychic Headband not going to do a whole lot to bail him out there, as Abed has the BKB back up, and he's just going to go in. Nice buyback from him to make sure they win this fight. Ricky's down, Moon goes down as well, and Brile kind of on his own. Has been isolated, forced to pounce away. Luckily with the Ag's range, does get far enough away to keep himself alive, but I'm not sure Dubu's going to be so lucky.
Oh, EG are pumping up those Medusa stats today, that's for sure.
Back to back,
Yeah,
Medusa wins.
It was a good try from Undying this game. I mean, I think they had 2 dominant positions. I think one was where like top lane was like unplayable for EG. They could have translated that into a really hard snowball. And one was like when they had this first Aegis. But I think there's a good game for Undying to look back on the learn from. Like, it's the group stage and you're... Actually, I don't actually know how the DPC works, to be honest.
Here's your standing for the upper division. EG's on top of a 4-0 record, but they did drop 2 games last week. Undying now drops to 3rd place with a 3-1 record after losing to EG. Here's your lower division standings. Simply 2 Base and The Cut swap spots this week, as Simply 2 Base has a 5-0 record. Over in South America, Beast Coast continues to lead everyone with a 4-0 record. SG Esports had a strong week and moved into 2nd place. In the lower division, almost all teams remain in the same position except for Guerrilla's Pride and Crewmates as they swap position as the Mad Kings in Inverse. That's all the update for Week 3 of the DPC. Thanks for watching, share and subscribe.